So let's talk about bias. Bias in the workplace and bias in our word choice. Did you know that sometimes we unknowingly bias recruiters against us by our word choice and the information we disclose in our resumes? We do. Let's learn how our word choice can work for and against us. We'll talk about bias on two levels. First, how bias works at the sentence level, and then how bias works at the content level. In this video, we'll talk about bias and word choices, starting with our sentences. One of the main things we do to bias people against us is we don't use enough nouns. When an applicant tracking system is pulling, it's pulling for nouns. So the more nouns you use in your resume, the greater the pull by the ATS. Be concise. Write tight. Employers prefer concise, relative information in bulleted forms, not paragraphs. We should all aim to write tight, relevant, and take out unimportant information. We need to write an active voice. Well, how do we know if we're writing an active or passive voice? Here's a trick. Use a zombie trick. At the end of your sentence, add by zombies. And if your sentence makes sense, you're writing in passive voice. For example, if your bullet says, sales were increased 14%, tack on by zombies. So it will now read, sales were increased 14% by zombies. That makes perfect sense. So that's passive voice. Research shows that women have been acculturated to write in passive voice, and doing so might bias hiring managers against us. Passive voice is not read as strongly, and it's associated with a lack of confidence. So let's all write in a bold, confident, active voice. An easy way to fix passive voice is to avoid it altogether. Start every one of your bullets with an action verb. Increase sales 14% through calls. Reduce company eWest. Raised $150,000 at an annual fundraising gala. Notice how starting a bullet with an action verb exudes confidence as the applicant proclaims what they accomplished. It gives a sense that this person will likely stride into the workplace and accomplish even more. That's bold, and being able to truthfully and honestly claim one's accomplishments signals confidence, the confidence employers seek. We need to avoid qualifying statements because word choices matter. For a confident writing style, omit qualifiers like I think, I feel, I believe. Rather, I am a strong candidate for the position. I am a perfect fit for the role. Women and minorities tend to qualify their statement with I think I am, I feel I am, I believe I am. Researchers think it's our acculturation. Women also tend to write in passive voice, use qualifying statements, and we're a little uncomfortable with self-promotion. A Hewlett-Packard research study found that women will apply only for a job if they meet 100% of the requirements, but men will apply if they meet 60%. This study has been replicated repeatedly. So we all need to tell ourselves we are all capable and we're all qualified, and be bolder. And for women in particular, apply, try, do it. So let's commit to using more nouns, writing tighter, using active voice, and let's not qualify with I think, I feel, believe, but be bold and claim I am qualified.